Hi, everyone. I'm Christopher Thornycroft with Redwood Logistics, and welcome to the Redwood Rundown for the week of August 5th, 2024. Hey, this episode of the Redwood Rundown may be brought to you by the Chicago Air and Water Show because we have jets flying right overhead of us. So if it gets loud over here, sorry, that's just timing in this world. So where are we at? Slow, August slow. If you've been hearing it's slow out there, it's because it's slow out there. If you're getting a lot of calls from people, it's because it's slow out there. You know what? That is pretty standard. Every single year, you can watch it pretty closely. You see August, beginning of the month, you see tender rejections drop on down. By about mid-month, you see them start to go on up. We think it's going to be a lot of the same this year. Why? A big reason is that Labor Day holiday on September 2nd, which is a Monday. If I'm a shipper, I want to get my goods out before that Labor Day holiday. I don't want to be impacted by that short week, that carrier repositioning, the rates, etc. So I want to get my freight on out. So I'm going to be looking at this calendar and saying, you know what? I think it's going to be that third week of August where we'll start to see that activity pick up, or at least it should. We've got imports that are coming our way. Yes, imports are coming our way. Yes, those continue to grow. Yes, those continue to show strength. At the same time, however, we have the PMI in contraction. The PMI is in contraction for the 20th of the last 21 months. That is the second largest amount of time in contraction that the PMI has ever seen, going back to 1999. Back in 1999, the PMI contracted at the very end of 1999. The PMI began contracting. It contracted for 26 months. So we're not quite there yet, but we've definitely seen that. At the same time, on the supply side, we've got long distance truckload employment, which came on down again, another 1,000 jobs. That means that it's contracted in 10 out of the last 12 months. If you go back to our last major freight recession, which was 2000, on the back half of 2015 throughout all of 2016 and lasted roughly until about May when things started to recover, and then things changed on the back at the very end of August with Hurricane Harvey. That year had 11 of the previous 13 months had seen long distance truckload employment contraction year over year. So, you know, as they say, history doesn't necessarily repeat, but it does rhyme. And we are getting pretty close to rhyming with a lot of those trends. Does that mean that we've reached the bottom of the freight recession and we're maybe at the beginning of the freight recovery? Possibly. A lot that still has to happen. We think that there's a lot of telltales out there for the end of August. So keep watching out there. Watch the skies. Watch the air show. Take care. Go Bears. Adios.